Ever since the release of Chapter 3 of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, I've honestly been wondering, what is Code going to do now? We know that he's up against the wall right now, and we know that he's next to the Ten Tails, or what's left of the Ten Tails, I should say, because he pretty much took most of it and turned it into these Claw Grime. But honestly, what I believe he's going to do, and bear with me here, he's going to either absorb it or turn it into a chakra fruit by the means of his weird Otsutsuki powers. But before I get into all that, I would really appreciate it if you consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the page, so I can keep giving you guys top quality content. But going on to my first theory here, I predict that he's going to turn it into a chakra fruit, a very small version, maybe like the little capsule things that Momoshiki used back in the first Boruto movie. And this should happen at the beginning of the next chapter, so chapter 4 of Blue Vortex. And we're gonna see that Ko's gonna get a power up, of course. Every Tentail Jinchuriki pretty much gains all the 6 pass abilities, the Renegon, blah 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 blah, all that. But for those of you who don't know, basically he will gain those 6 path orbs, about I believe it's 9 or 6 of them. It varies from person to person sometimes, but basically what we want to take away from this is Code will be getting that power up, because there's no way that Kishimoto is really going to leave him in a corner like this and about to get killed. No, Code's about to intake the Ten Tails and he's going to kick some ass. And at that point, Code will officially be an Otsutsuki for real this time. And the reason I say that he might be related to Shibai, as you've seen in the title, is that once he takes in the Ten Tails, basically he'll look a lot like Shibai. He might grow those horns just like him, and he might become the main threat. Or we could pull up 360 and have him turn into the Ten Tails, right? And then Shibai come back in, I guess, his spirit form, wherever it is, come back into Code and take over Code's body, therefore becoming Shibai, just like what Kaguya did to Madara. I feel like Kishimoto would definitely consider doing that, considering the fact that there's nothing really original here in this show, and he just keeps bringing back old things back into the new manga. So, I mean, honestly, tell me what you guys think about that in the comments. But going on to my second theory, is that Code will basically fuse with the Ten Tails, not a full conversion, but it's gonna be like maybe Code with like 4 arms or something crazy like that, or maybe Code with the tail. Basically a fusion of both of them. The downside of this happening is that their minds will also be fused, meaning half of Code will basically have no memory or anything. This might honestly turn out how Obito did when he fused with the Ten Tails. He couldn't even control him, so the thing was ripping him apart. Same thing would happen to Code. So there you go. There's 2 theories right there to think about in these coming days as the next chapter rolls out. Now here's where another theory might take place, where Boruto and Kawaki might have to team up to take this guy down and then handle their fight later on afterwards. Because as we see in episode 1 of Boruto, the village is destroyed, right? So either way, everything's got to get destroyed some way. This is how it's definitely gonna happen. Code is going to fuse the Ten Tails, they're going to come back, they're going to wreak havoc everywhere, and at that point it's like everyone's at risk. Boruto's got to be there, he's got to be defending them as well. He's not going to sit back and go back into hiding, as literally his village, his family, well, what's left of it, is getting destroyed. So that's going to be it for today's video. So if you like that, make sure to check out my page, subscribe, check out my other videos, they're really good. See you guys in the next video.